So, first step, we're going to disconnect the battery. Set that someplace where it's not going to connect to metal. Alright. Next step, there are two T30 screws behind the wheel here. You want to take those out. Alright. There's one. The other one is on this other side. So now it's broken loose. Just better take them out like this, and you can see the airbag is loose. The reason we disconnect the battery is so we don't potentially harm ourselves with the airbag. It's not going to go off, but just in case. Both screws out. This literally just pops out. And back behind here, we will have our airbag wires. Okay, so under here we have the horn. That disconnects from there. And then this, there's a little cover underneath the steering wheel. Looks like this, it just pops off. That's how you get to your wires here. Alright, so for more airbag wire, once you get the horn wire undone, it'll give you a little more room, and then you can just slide this black clip forward, and that releases it. Now for this part, this is a 14 millimeter. Excuse me, that's going to be tight. So you're going to need to break that loose with some force. And then just back the bolt out. And just give it a yank. You're going to want to reach in here, disconnect that, and make sure that your airbag wire gets fed through. Now you don't want your clock spring to turn too much. Make sure you know where it's at. That's why we left the wheel straight and this says top. So let's grab the new wheel. And this is the cover on the bottom that I was referring to. Just pops off. And once you get the new wheel, you're going to put it through just like the old one was, which, if you remember, went through the top and then down through the bottom. So we'll swing this around, put that through the bottom, give it a couple pushes, make sure it's on. Start your bolt. And no, I do not have a torque setting on this. Use my German torque wrench, which is Guten tight. And then we're going to put the airbag back in. If you remember, the airbag wire came up through here. Just like this. Make sure you hear that click. And you're going to route this back down through here. Clip it back into its home. And then from here is going to be the tricky part to get the horn wire back in there without damaging it. Now if you'd like, you can just push the horn wire down through there. Just to get the airbag back into place. But we're going to try and put our bolts back into place and see if they go in. Which at this point they should. You get the idea. I'm gonna have to fiddle around with that. I'm not gonna bore you guys with that detail, but that is the basics of removing your stock crappy wheel that feels like garbage, replacing it with a nice leather one. No, this is not The leather ones don't come black. I've painted mine black so it looks a little bit better. So if you need to change your buttons out, if your buttons are like mine on my old one, you basically have to remove the steering wheel anyways. So if you have the extra money and you want to find one of these in a junkyard like what I did and buy it, you might as well buy it with good buttons, so that way you're getting new buttons and a better wheel at the same time. That's going to do it for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll talk to you all later.